Right, well, here's the deal. I have now got the camera on the battery. So, however long the battery has, that might be how long I might be able to take it out into the wilderness. But I'm not exactly sure how long that is. It might be a long time, so we might be able to do something very interesting. So, here we go, alright? So we're going to go right out the door here. No telling what might be out here. I mean, there's no telling. There could be anything out here. Was that we might run into some wild beast or a bull or something like that. Oh, there's a trailer over there. Why is there a trailer? I do not understand this. There's like a trailer and a van in my backyard. That's my dad's old truck. It doesn't work anymore. He's about to get rid of it, but anyway, it's still there. So now I'm going to turn on the night vision, and we're going to see what we can find out here in the wilderness. So I'm going to close the door. That way the mayflies don't get in so badly. Because they're everywhere out here, mate. They're everywhere, the mayflies. Okay, now this is my dog, Ty. He's right there. His eyes look like they're glowing because of the night vision. Okay, I'm going to go this way. There's no telling what I might find. There's like a ground down below. There's a car going by way off in the distance there. Maybe you got headlights a little bit. It's going by out there. I have no idea what in the hell is going on. It's the middle of the night. I'm out here in the middle of the backyard. Look, there's firewood over here. It's a large pile of it. And I'm trying to discover some sort of a new species or something, because working for the National Geographic Channel and the Discovery Channel at the same time really puts a lot of load on your mind. You have to get out there and you really have to push it. You have to push it hardcore. That's what we're going to do now. We're going to go out and we're going to find a wild beast. We're going to tame it down. We're going to make it our own. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make Steve Irwin wish he were here with us. Me and you and me. We're going to do it out here in the wilderness. So here we go. Let's go. There's a light down there. So we're going to go right toward the light, just like when we were children and we were born. We was like, wow, there was light. There was a lot of squishy stuff around and everything. But other than that, there was some light. So we went toward the light and we found our way onto the earth. And here we are. So just like that, we're going to go toward the light, and maybe we might find some horrid wildebeest or something out here in the nature. I see a bowl where a wildebeest might possibly have fed from in the past. Now, judging from the texture and the way that it looks, I have to imagine that this wildebeest in particular might have fed only hours ago, or possibly a day. There's no telling. The crust on the edges here is a little bit moist, of course, but that could have been a whole day's worth of just crusting around the edges, and the inside could have stayed moist, and my finger could have just like busted the crust or something. So I don't think that he's eaten off of that one recently. But we have another one over here, and what I've noticed with this particular one, if you can see, there are runny little morsels and stuff on it, runny morsels. And runny morsels mean that he's been eating from recently, like in the past 8 hours or so. Because other than that, it well would have crusted over. Now, I've observed a particular species over here. I would like to lay see in on it, because it is running along the wall here, and it said something to me. It said, I'm a new species that might need to be discovered. It's very hard to find it because it's so small. But there it is. It's like, wow, look at that. Would you look at that one? Look at what he does. He's like, I can go forward, mate. I can do it. And everybody's like, wow. He's got antenna and he's got a hard shell. This bug here is most commonly known as the roly-poly, the doodle bug. They do these things where they doodle around, and everyone likes it because they do it. So I'm just going to pick this specimen up right here. I'm going to let you see what he does. He's in my hand here, and he's upside down, and he's kind of scared of me at the moment. So he's going to just cuddle himself into a ball, but he's too scared to really do that too. So he's going to play dead, just like I would do if someone was picking me up. Would you want some giant picking you up like I'm picking him up? I don't think so. So he's going to play dead. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to release him right back into the wild over there, and hopefully, he's actually attached himself and he's crawling on my hand now. We have a magnificent experience there. A new species of doodlebug. Roly-poly. Oh my god. He's actually fallen off of the cliff and onto the ground. He is running around like some sort of an animal in a circus, and he is taking off
Oh my God, look at him go. That is the most fast and most speedy roly-poly I've ever seen in my life. It's like, wow, I can really do it. I can go. He's got under the leaf and around. And now he's racing down to the finish line. Somewhere down there he might find a bit of morsel of food. So, at the moment, we're going to leave the roly-poly alone. We're going to let him go about his business. Because that's what a roly-poly does. Now, we're off on a journey, an adventure to see if we can find some sort of a wild beast out here in the nether. In the woods. God knows what is beyond this fence here. This is like a fence in the movie King Kong. You know? They're all like, wow, what's behind the fence? I don't know. I don't know. There's something back there. But we better not go. You know, I swear it might be dangerous. And then I hear the woman scream. She's like, ah! And they decide, well, we probably better go back there and get her. No, Carter, no, I don't want to go. It's too scary. Let's just leave her. Are you crazy? They're filming us, you idiot. Do you want to be a coward on film? Well, I suppose not. We better go. Let's go do it. Okay, let's go get the woman. And that's what they did. They went out over the fence, over that big wall. I had no idea what they were going to find. But they found something, didn't they? Yes, they did. That's what we're going to do right now. We're going to go out here into the unknown. God knows what lies out there in the urban jungle. So here we go. I am going to jump over the wall, and you are going to get to watch me do it, because I want to do it from a distance right over here. That way possibly you might be able to see me. I'm going to see. I can just make it in one leap, all right? So here we go. I think I did all right there. I think Steve Irwin might have been impressed if he had seen me tackle a croc at that speed, because I went like lightning. Okay, now what we are here, we have found in the province of Guam Minor a bush. And this particular bush specimen has grown a beard around its outer hedge edge. And the outer hedge edges are notoriously known for never having a beard. Here in Guam Minor, Guatemala, we have found a bush specimen. And this particular bush is very unique. Very, very unique. So onward we go on our journey through the urban jungle. We see a street and houses. And possibly an intruder. Some sort of a big bobcat that might get us in the middle of the night. But I tell you, son, right now, no bobcat can outtake me. Me, myself, and Irene, just like we were on the big screen. I'll tackle that bobcat and I'll get him with my electric wire. I tell you that. So here we go. Going right toward what we look like. This particular statue, I think it might have been made in the likeness of Steve Irwin, because he is right here, bowing like he was on his grave because he died. But I don't know. I'm not quite sure. This might be some sort of a wildebeest. I don't like wildebeest all that much. All wildebeests are dangerous. You know why? Because they wield steak knives. And steak knives in the hand of a wildebeest is not a pretty sight, I tell you, son. I tell you right now, it's not a pretty sight. So what we're going to do is we're going to explore this mighty bird bath right here. Now this bird bath, in the peak of its prime, had quite a few birds possibly basking in it. And what I didn't know about this bird bath back in its prime is it was full of what possibly was cyanide. Cyanide is not a pretty thing. It is not a pretty thing. Cyanide can kill a bird. It can kill it in flesh. But most of these birds survive because if you did not know, in the future here where we are living, there are all kinds of poisonous chemicals in the air. Everything is immune to them. You're breathing carbon monoxide in right now and you don't even know it, but you're immune to it. So look here. What we have over here is a doorbell. A doorbell is something that people use. That's what they use when they want to alert someone if someone is near. There's a dog barking inside, so we might need to head on over this way so we don't alert the humans inside this particular dwelling that someone might be out here, because that might be a bad thing. So we're going to head over here and look at what an automobile is. Now, an automobile is something that a person might use to drive around, and also baboons use them in their peak of prime when they are in their nocturnal state during the winter, feasting on Mongolian steaks. This particular automobile is made of titanium and small bits of fossils that are bound together by a super hardness glue. No human can understand how this was made, because this particular vehicle was made by orangutans. And orangutans know how to put a vehicle together, if you know what I mean, because I have met them. And these people, these orangutans, they're smarter than people. I'm telling you right now, son, they bloody well are. And these orangutans, they can take you down if you don't know what the hell you're doing. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go look over here, see if we might be able to find an orangutan. I'm seeing all sorts of things down in the bush. All sorts of things. But none of them resemble orangutans. Now, if you are an orangutan and you want to look at the bush, what do you think you would do? Would you sit in the bush? No. You would sit up above the bush where somebody might not see you because you are looking at the bush. That's right. So up here, we're going to look and see if we might be able to find an orangutan. Well, I think I might spot. Look at him go. He's right up over the top. Oh, my God. We have just witnessed an orangutan jumping up over the fence. Now, I think he might have been smoking crack because he has some sort of a pot and he dropped it when he saw us. So I think we might need to call the police, or 50, let him know that there's an orangutan on the loose, smoking crack or something, because it's just not right. We don't need orangutans running around the urban jungle. Smoking crack is just not right. It's just not. So what we're going to do now is we're going to see this fence right here. We haven't found King Kong out here in this particular section of the island, but we are going to go over this fence right here, and we are going to see if maybe, possibly, King Kong might be behind this fence. He might just try to eat us, and we might just have to run from him. So, well, we're just going to jump right over the fence right now, so let's just see what happens here. This is a very dangerous situation. Oh, my God. I've watched dog. So, I've become a Frenchman, and I am scaling the fence. I am robbing the St. Petersburg Museum. So here we go. We're going right over the fence. I've done it. I am outside the St. Petersburg Museum. I'm going to take the painting, the Mona Lisa. So come on, let's go. Let's go find the Mona Lisa. Yeah, it's over here, I think. So, oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's got all these leaves and this bark and all this. Oh, that's not the Mona Lisa. That's a tree. I have actually mistaken a tree for the Mona Lisa. Oh, what has come over me. So now we shall have to go, see what we can find. Now shut up, you guard dog. You have done the last straw. You have done it. Me, I myself, and Irene, we should go over here under the tree, and you are going to go with us, and we are going to look for the mighty zebra up in the tree. That is correct. Somewhere up here, there might be a zebra. So, we'll be on the lookout while we're going up through this tree. So, let's see what we can find here. Up here in the tree, somewhere, there is a zebra. I found... Oh, God, no, not the Red Bull. Not the Red Bull. We have to abandon our quest for the zebra, because the Red Bull is chasing us. It's driving all the unicorns into the ocean. Oh, God. Somewhere down here, there's a corner. The dog has seen something up in the tree. What has he spotted? Is it a squirrel? Is it a mighty duck? No, it's Mighty Mouse. And he's laid an egg. I'm very scared. I don't know what to do. Mighty Mouse has laid an egg, and I mean, I just didn't think that was possible for Mighty Mouse to lay an egg. I didn't think it was. It's just not right. How can a mouse lay an egg? But he did it. He's a Mighty Mouse, and he did it. He laid that egg. So I think that might need to be the end of what we're doing here, because I'm very, very terrified, because Mighty Mouse has laid an egg. It's just not natural. Things like that just don't happen. They don't. Mighty Mouse laid an egg. I'm very scared. I'm going home. Good night.